I'm gonna test out this bag sealer. Okay, so it comes with a blade, so you can cut your bag, which is pretty cool, and it springs back down so it stays safe. And then you're supposed to actually add batteries in there too. Okay, so it's battery operated. So these are the heating heads right here. Basically, there's a cover to keep it from like burning you after you're done with it. So you just slide it back. Same way that you would add the battery. So let's see, I have a bag of chips here. Let's open it with the cutter. It's a little awkward. It's a small gadget, so I don't know why I didn't cut it all the way across earlier, but it is what it is. Okay, our bag of chips. These are my favorite. Now you slide this back and then you just press it together. And once it comes into contact, it's supposed to seal it. It's supposed to heat up. Oh dang, that's so crazy. It feels a little hot, but I wonder how it would work. Whoa, clearly I'm not doing this very straight. Whoa, it has like a smell of it like heating up. I wonder how it conducts heat to do that. I guess it's upon like contact like this, you see, oh, upon contact, this guy right here kind of heats up. Oh wow, that's so cool. Or maybe it's like the electric strip right here. I don't know how it worked, but it works. I wish that it was wider so that I could glide it a little easier. I do feel like as you're gliding it, something like this big, it's hard to keep it straight and intact. So it's not easy like that one that I did before with like the curling iron or the hair straightener one. That was super easy to just clamp and heat and seal. This one you do have to glide it a little bit and then it gets all messed up, which is fine, but it does what it says it does. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Wow, so this is what you guys search for. My husband, my age, my recipe, my ethnicity. Top search is my husband? Really? I told you, they want to know about you. So I don't know about you guys, but my keyboard is kind of grody. Like there's stuff stuck in between the cracks, and I found this thing right here. It's a universal dust cleaning gel that's supposed to be able to clean like every crevice, corner, anything that like gets messy. I was thinking even like these cupboards right here, because you can't really get into the corner of it. We're gonna try both today. So let's see what this is and if it works. You get like the whole glob out. Reminds me of slime. I wonder if I could just use slime. This definitely looks and feels like slime. What do you get, like a little bit at a time? Oh yeah, this is totally just slime. My kids have like a ton of these. And you just kind of like put it all over. So this is supposed to cling to all of those like little tiny specks in every crevice. Let's see if it does. In this like corner right here, you know, like where you fold it over, it's always a mess in there. I mean, it does pick up some, but it's not getting into like those corners like it says it would. So you almost have to like really try to mold it in order for it to do that. But let's see if I can just roll it over and see if it works. In the keyboard, I mean, it's picking it up. It's easier in the keyboard than in the crevices. See, like it's stuck in between the space bars. I mean, it's not even picking up the dog hair. So I don't know. Let's try this on a drawer because with keyboard, it does pick it up. So the thing is, it does grip, but because you're using like the same surface, it loses its stickiness. So you do have to like remold it to get it kind of sticky, which is fine. It just wasn't clear in the directions and now it feels wet again. It like holds. Let's try this drawer. My drawer is actually not that dirty, so let's put some pepper in there. Cause you know your drawers end up getting these weird random things in there. And let's see if it'll pick it out. And this, got it all out. Whoa, let's get this in the corner. Like, you know those hard to reach corners? Like those are the worst to clean. And sometimes like vacuuming doesn't even help that much because it's like so hard to get to. But this in there, it cleaned it all out. And now you have black pepper slime. Probably gonna have to throw this out, but you could probably reuse it. Like just remold it. I would say this is more for your home stuff than your tech gear because honestly, it did not work with my computer. But if you have kids, those nasty cup holders are so disgusting. I bet this would work so well in there. Anyways, I give this because I feel like it's just slime marketed as like an expensive dust cleaning gel. I give it 8 out of 10. So this next one here looks like it could be a giant ice maker, but it's actually called a Meatball Master. And I'm really excited because my kids love meatballs, and who doesn't love a party meatball? But if you've ever seen your grandma make meatballs, it literally goes a little something like this. Literally one by one, and it takes hours to make. But with this, the idea is to make like 50 meatballs at once. So you're still gonna have to mix your meat mixture. What you do is just spread it at the bottom like this. There's already these hexagons that they fill into the cavity of the bottom tray. I should probably try to make it as flat as I can so that it distributes evenly. And this thing is supposed to fit, what, like 2.5 pounds? So that's a lot of meatballs. That could save your grandma like 10 hours. And then you take this piece and just press it down. Press it down good so that it kind of like, it's very like squeaky. You can't really hear it, but I can hear air coming out. Okay, and then you're supposed to be able to just like lift this up and get meatballs, like pre-cut meatballs, although I didn't cut it all the way. It basically sized it for me, but I wish it could have like cut it so that it's like individual rounds. Maybe I didn't press hard enough, but there was like a lot of air bubbles. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so it did cut it a little better, but I wish that it was a lot more rounded. Like, see, they're little pucks instead of meatballs, and they don't remove that easily. Another thing that this said that you could do is freeze it, but then since it doesn't cut it all the way, like look, you don't see like a clean divide. Since you can't cut it through all the way, you end up with just like a giant mosaic of meat. I don't know if this worked as well as it's promised, and I'm kind of sad because I thought it would cut down a lot of time. Dang it, no party meatballs. The design could have been a lot better. I would give this a 6 out of 10. Wah, wah, wah. This right here is a crust cutter. Do you guys remember those Uncrustables like that you would have in grade school? I haven't had those in a while, but basically this is it. So I'm gonna see if it makes it. Okay. Basically, I'm using milk bread here. It's just like some really soft Japanese bread. White bread, wheat bread, whatever you want works. What I like about this is that it gives you the chance to customize. So I don't want to waste too much. Well, you know what? Usually for my kids, I end up eating the crust for them anyway, so I'm gonna make myself a snack. Add some jam. I'm gonna use plum jam instead of grape jam. You know, just changing it up a little bit. It's a little runny. It's a homemade version. I'm gonna make it kind of wet. Flip this over. It's pretty big. It covers most of the bread, so that's cool. Okay. Press it down really hard. It's kind of like a giant ravioli maker. There you go. I had to cut it. And here is Uncrustables. It looks exactly like the real thing. I wish I had the real thing to compare it for you guys, but I don't. So let's put the real thing right here and check this out. Pretty good, huh? But you know what we have that Uncrustables doesn't have? Like, what if you don't like peanut butter jelly? What if you can't bring peanut butter jelly to school, which I'm sure most schools can't these days? We're gonna try this with the ham and cheese, because that's my kid's favorite food. We'll spread it with some butter at the bottom. If you guys have never tried butter with ham and cheese, it's amazing. It's so good. Okay, salted butter. Put on a piece of ham, put on a piece of cheese, and then we got our ham, and then some salami. Okay. And let's see if we can customize our Uncrustables. I bet you could. And then you're supposed to like give this a All right, I guess I can't. It almost did, but I think it just got stuck because there's just too much stuff. Like, you need something soft around it. Yeah, and salami is pretty tough, so I feel like maybe it could work with a tuna salad sandwich, maybe not a ham and cheese sandwich. Learning experience, definitely have to keep it within that circle, at least for anything hard like cheese and ham. But it does work for a peanut butter jelly sandwich, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Bing. Mostly because it kind of ripped the bread.